Huxley! The wine in the cellar has been supplanted by a devil-worshipping aqua profanity. From the primeval stench of it, I believe it to be a juvenile plesiosaur, or a calamity salmon. Catch it for me, Huxley. I am famished from shouting at my own reflection. Ah yes, this fountain, you ask. As a boy, my art tutor once had me sculpt the perfect woman. The other heretics, debauchers, and philanderers of the academy molded all manner of ungodly strumpet, courtesan, and street walker, with breasts and hips as unashamedly full as the circle of hell that the Black Lord hath set aside for them. But I, Huxley, I created purity through prudence. No swollen breast, nor plumped lips through which to blather her premenstrual hysterics. I replaced her star-crossed fornication trench with a large basin, daring to dream of a time that men might value the strategic wiles of rubber-ducky wars over mindless copulation.
What would they want with my journal?
And for my troubles, Huxley, for my vision, did I receive distinction and recognition for my brilliance, or an 18-month tarriance at some Dimphner's home for the irreversibly retarded? True genius is not for the world of man, Huxley. To reveal it is to invite electric batons into your padded cell and your rectum.
From the Algerian governor's office disclosing the fate of Herbert's expedition. About a week after my departure, Abdullah, one of the men traveling with us, returned from the desert. He was badly injured, as if maimed by a lion. The man rambled deliriously about the expedition being attacked by something horrible. The French quickly dispatched a search party to look for the expedition. After searching for days, they found the camp abandoned without any trace of Herbert or his men. Tomorrow, I'll retrieve the things they recovered from Herbert's tent at the customs house. I don't know what to make of it, but I'm worried for him.
Well, Crusaders, but you thought I'd never get around to picking this sucker up again, did you? I told you I'd finish him all eventually. Started AMNESIA the Dark Descent 2 years ago now. I think this was actually the second gift I ever got from two lovely Canadian ladies, Sarah and Krista, who I hope very much still dropping in from time to time to see if I've grown enough manners to finish it yet. Finally did, girls! I make toilet in the right room now and everything. No more panic newspapering for Mrs. Fraggers.
3rd of July, 1839. Today I picked up Herbert's things at the customs house. I dug through the trove of documents he had carried and found a log detailing the expedition. The nature of this text ranged from quick notes to colourful accounts of transpired events. I skimmed the pages, trying to figure out what might have happened. May 17th, the day I was trapped inside the orb chamber, Herbert dryly states, "Recovered Daniel after 1 hour of entrapment." This confused me greatly. I was suffocating within minutes. How could I have lasted an hour? I continued reading the peculiar text. Herbert states his facts without judgment or passion, but suddenly I could read frustration into his text. He pushed his men to investigate the underground tomb, an effort which seems to have strained the minds of his men. Madness spread through the ranks, and Herbert had to take some extreme measures to continue. He finally visits the chamber himself, where he retrieves the orb to the surface. His account confuses me greatly. If he has the orb, what are those pieces in my drawing room?
You got the fake orb, ha 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 ha. Forgot I could smash things. That's probably going to add a good few hours onto the playtime, lovelies. Can't lie to you.
Daniel? What? Still having nightmares, I see.
Yes, I can't shake them. They come every night.
We'll put a stop to them. You'll see.
Still having nightmares, Daniel? What? Ah, get out my bed, you creepy old bastard! Don't be that way, Daniel. I wore my copulation Jim Jam special. The door is stuck due to a broken lock. Oh, is it? Oh, do you? What if crowbar? How then? Yes! Bird supper.
The key. Please, let it be here.
Key hired? Sad! Cry now.
4th of July, 1839. It's done. The orb is assembled. I was awakened by an exhausting nightmare. Shaking and sweating, I retired to the drawing room with a cup of tea. The relic pieces lay spread across the table as I'd left them, but somehow I knew how it was supposed to be. I fetched the tar, which I had prepared to fix the pieces together, and without fault I joined them, producing the orb I remembered so clearly. The tar proved unnecessary. It was pushed out from the joining pieces as they merged on their own, with no adhesive. The ancient stone relic now rests on my table. Its immaculate surface and perfect shape could have been molded by a factory. This is all too strange.
Good for you. Wish my kid's fucking Playmobil went together that easy. It's like trying to make a rope ladder out of mosquito pubes. Adoration of the Magi. Nice.
Oh, thank God, there it is. I guess it is a good place to hide it then.
Priceless work of 15th century Renaissance art. Chuck it straight on the fucking floor. See you later. That's how I roll. What's going on? Oh goodness, a panic rascal. Get in the wardrobe. You better find a place to hide. You have no means to defend yourself. Apart from all the insanely heavy furniture you can apparently lift up with one hand and zero effort and hurl across the room like a dead sparrow. Yeah, you're absolutely right, aren't you? Let me beat it to death with a painting, I beg you. Adoration of the Magi, how about annihilation of your face, guy? Yeah. Well, here we are again, Huxley. Out of one closet and into another. Such is life, depending on the level of marijuana one has imbued, old friend? Tell me, Huxley, have you ever wrestled a man to the ground and blown raspberries on his navel? It's a good thing nobody ever puts any clothes in those wardrobes, isn't it? Oh look, you got the crucifixion by Altdorfer on the wall there too. A big old biblical Renaissance theme going on in this room. Professor Taylor was the second death caused by his damned curiosity! Oh, you revolting fear thing. Take your fucking kebab with you. Do enough cleaning up at home, thank you. Don't need it in my bloody games too. Study. Yeah, good advice. Don't wind up like me, kids. The strange letter frightened him, but it was also the only one which offered some comfort. Was it the letter Q? He's a weird-looking son of a bitch. Come sit with me a while, child. I don't want it. You're just the letter O with your dick hanging out.
Let me comfort you. Come sit on my lap.
No, you're strange and you fuck Scrabble up.
Oh, no, I don't. No, I don't. No. You can make lots of nice words with me. Why, there's quaking and quivering and there's queer.
Letter regarding the discovery of an orb to my most trusted student and friend, Johann Weyer. The most remarkable thing happened as I was travelling through the Prussian woods this summer. Finally found one of the orbs I've been looking for the last 20 odd years. It is as inexplicable as the Heliodromus described it in the Hortus Conclusus. It was, as it was told about, an underground Mithraic temple crowned with the unearthly artifact. The orb was big enough to fill my cupped hands, and the texture was smooth and jagged, its colour washed while rich. Contrast is not enough to describe its nature. It was an impossibility, an artificial paradox captured within stone. I was staying at a nearby village called Oldstadt, investigating one of the antiquated trails when I finally found the cavern. I went inside and suddenly I could verify the truth of these enigmatic artifacts. They were real. As you can understand, this is the most important discovery of my life, but it has also become my greatest fear. As I entered the underground chamber, I could feel that I was trespassing. Because of my curiosity, I did my best to fight these instincts and fetched the orb from its place, scrambled out of the chamber and into the woods. I could sense something was following me. It bayed loudly as it closed in. The beast, this guardian of the orb, was relentless in its pursuit. I made my way to a nearby ravine where I stumbled upon some men fishing in the lake. I tried to warn them as I passed, but fortunately, they remained as I continued my escape. When I heard their cry of pain echo through the valley, I felt such a tremendous sense of relief, thinking I would be spared. Suddenly a blue shimmering light engulfed me, and the colours of the forest were washed away before my eyes. I I kept running through the bleak surroundings. The trees had turned charcoal black with leaves of cinder, the ground covered in murky water. I pressed on through the drenched land as the glowing ember gave way to the rising wind and rained on me. I could hear pleading screams in the distance, and I joined in as pain and fear overtook me. I fell to the ground, gasping for air. This certainly must sound strange, but I had been carried miles away across the Alps to a grassy field outside Genoa. The Guardian had taken the orb from me, but still, until this day, I fear its return. Sometimes I lay awake at night, listening for the howling cry I heard in the forest. It has been nearly a decade since that day, and I still haven't been able to write about the incident. The last time we spoke, you told me about your interest and ongoing research into the mythic orbs, and I realized I owed you the truth about my visit to Altstadt. Your friend and mentor, Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa. Folks keep finding magical balls that summon werewolf ghosts to play fetch with their souls. Is that about the Netflix and chill summary of it? You know, one time I was sitting with a mate in the village churchyard where I used to live, smoking some grass, and I heard this growling behind me. We both turned around at the same time, and there was a fucking demon dog, great big jet black mastiff, standing there looking for all the world like one of those monsters from folklore that nip out the dog flap in hell to attack churches. Oh, hold up. Animal experiments. Canis lupus familiaris, 1658, April 12th. After a short study, it is clear that the agitation found among humans can be found in the dog. Fear and pain induce stress, which seem to trigger an endogenous response, causing the animal to burst with energy. I believe that the catalyst is produced in the brain. It is difficult to determine exactly where and what it is, but I can sense it. It reeks of cosmic genesis. There is an inherent problem in harvesting this energy, since the creature is bound to die from the exercise. I must refine this process of torture to enable any real work to be done. More experiments must be performed, but it seems that only human beings are able to produce the amount necessary. It might be their ability to appreciate the severity of the process that ultimately augments their experience of terror. Oh yeah, there's an enormous spectral hound after us. What should we do about it? I know, let's cheer it up by torturing other members of its species. That won't piss it off at all. There's another method of self-defense there, the shovel, that the game pretends not to understand English when you ask it why you can't brain the monsters with that instead of crying in the wardrobe. I want the bird! You fool. You'll rue the day you refuse to pick up this bird corpse.
Let's see what you have to offer. What a mess. I should have sharpened the saw, but I can sense it. It's definitely there.
Eat my slippers, will you, lassie? Roll over. Here, see, I love this in games. I love regular rewards for thorough looters. It's... Yay! Bits of dead people! Oh, I've gone a bit crazy. Is that not good? Am I not allowed a hobby now? That's... Alright, no, it's your game. You do what you like, I guess. Fascist. Anatomy Frontiers, 1658, January 9th. Further disappointment, the antiquarian's latest findings yielded nothing. I'm still unable to grasp the inner workings of life and its relation to the power I sense within it. I shall pursue more books on the subject, but I suspect it will be in vain. Since no research has been made in my particular interest, I must attempt to fill that void myself. Clearly humans emanate more of the energy I seek, but I hope animals will suffice, as they would prove less of a hassle to acquire. Seems like the nonsense our parents fed us about spiders being more afraid of us than we are of them is finally exposed by science as the wheelbarrow of horseshit that it is, eh? If they're so afraid of me, why are they in my fucking house? Did you see me setting up a holiday home on top of a crocodile nest? Or a Tyrannoclaunus Rex burrow? Whoa, you... The cracked window panes are held together only by a weak wooden frame. And there's a tinderbox out there on the ledge too. I've got just the tool for the job. Come here, Scabby. Time to earn your carrots. Come on, boy. Kill Scabby! My tinderbox! You lunk-brained leapus! You cretinous cottontail!
Go down there and fucking get it, Scabby.
We might be waiting a while for Scabby to come back, Crusaders. Last time I threw him out the window, he died, so he's not quite as quick as he used to be. As there's a bit of that there red slime expanding into the forest. Why, if it wasn't lethal to the touch, we'd have our own 5-story high trampoline. But it is, it's incredibly deadly. When will it be my turn? Have I not shown restraint? My patience spans centuries. From where I came, mankind has not even wasted a breath, yet I bow to you. I've done so much for you and I've gained nothing in return. Agrippa, I trusted you. It was I who in all fairness should have entered that gate.
We got space for a single rider up front, guys. Who's going? I will.
Agrippa, you have ridden Space Mountain 3 times already. It is my turn. No! No, Agrippa, it is I who shall join you to the cosmos. Stop him! He's ruining Disney World for everybody! Elevator machine instructions. If the elevator breaks down again, make sure to use the steam engine to build up pressure before channeling it into the machinery. Adjust the levers to get the right amount of pressure inside the chamber. The meter should read up 8 and down 8. Make sure the flow is set according to the following chart. Trinity steam set functions. 4-phase amplitude, complete steam flow cycle. Note that the machine will not check proper configuration until all rods are inserted. Of course, the 4-phase Trinity motorcycle. I understand completely. Up 8, down 8. The quad-flangled snarfdoodle must be plecked at optimal whiff tiddles, or it simply will not work. Can you not see that, you blind fool? Were you raised by dogs? In canine society? Do you understand nothing of elevators? You clod! You dribble-mawed oaf! You are not fit to lick a witch's armpit! Pebble-witted colon louse! Is Scabby back with my tinderbox yet? Scabby? Oh no, Scabby's got into another argument with the forest. This never ends well. Let's get back inside before he starts throwing badgers through the windows. He's got a temper, that Scabby. He might look docile, but you go ahead, stare at his ears the wrong way. See what happens to you. He flipped through the Book of Monarchs looking for etchings and counted. 9 different kings from all over Europe had been depicted with an orb resting in their hands. Yeah, what? 9 out of how many hundreds? Some of them had beards and wore crowns too. Take that, chemtrail deniers. Fucking... He's moved that lump of torso back outside the door on purpose. You're getting a painting in the movie next time I see you, son. I don't care what the on-screen hints say.
Don't forget your bag, Daniel.
I won't, Herbert.
There is no shame in using a parasol in the desert. As it happens, it's imperative to your survival.
But it looks ridiculous.
The shade will hurt much less than dying, I assure you.
Where's your parasol, Herbert?
Oh, I don't own one, Daniel. I'm not a big perfume-scented homosexual, you see.
Oh, alright then.
You have an ascending room. Will it take us to the inner sanctum?
It will definitely take care of the vertical part of our journey. So, you have ridden an elevator before?
Yes, the Colosseum at Regent's Park has one. It takes you to the gallery where you can view the panorama.
Good. This ride might be a little longer, and in the other direction.
That's going on my day-to-day sayings list. Next time I'm in a crowded lift in the hospital. This lift will definitely take care of the vertical part of our journey. This is supposed to have a DLC called Justine bundled in that I haven't seen anywhere on the menu. You trying to cheat me, cowboy? He panted heavily, trying his best to keep himself from screaming. The medicine cabinet had been overturned and lay collapsed on the floor. He reached through the broken glass door and grabbed all the sedatives he could find. Does that work? Panting heavily? Does that... A little bit. Now you know why dogs don't scream. Isn't this channel great? Isn't it like half gaming, half Mythbusters? Where's scientists without the fancy pants training? Alright, this seems to be a particularly badly lit area. This must be exclusively for storing stuff you're never intending to find again. Crappy Christmas presents, the relatives who gave you said crappy Christmas presents, that sort of thing. Licorice all sorts. I can put a brave face on and a fake smile on just about any unwanted gift, but not Bertie Bassett and his rubbery expired toothpaste tasting shit. I would honestly rather unwrap my own corpse. Look at that! Light candles and torches to reduce loss of sanity caused by darkness. How about put them the fuck out when unkillable monsters are roaming the immediate environment to reduce loss of life caused by retarded advice? Jesus, Amnesia, can you at least pretend not to be jerking your pickle to the idea of me dying right here? What's this sweet nectar? Primary. Primary what? School students? Valve's all damn rusty anyway, we'll have to wait to find out. Here's a drill part. What lies you telling me now? Some items can be combined in the inventory tab. You drag and drop one item onto another to attempt to combine. Do you? Or does that just erase your fucking save file? Don't trust you. Error 404. Faith in hint system not found. I'm guessing the drill is needed to get the tap open and sup of the sweet primary. But we'll also need a cup, will we not? Unless we are expected to wrap our lips around the faucet and guzzle from the barrel like base degenerates. Regarding explosive mixture, Alexander, I've prepared the explosives you needed for clearing the flood drain. Can't stress enough how important it is that the mixture is handled with care. Please try to tell your featherbrained servants this before you go ahead with your plans. The liquids are not by themselves explosive and should be kept separated to avoid further mishaps. I've arranged 2 large vats in the next room for the ingredients. All you need to do is mix the liquids and you're ready to go. Agrippa. Ah, it's for bombing things, I see. It's for blowing shit to pieces. Of course we should go drilling into great fucking barrels of it while the naked flame of a candle burns mere inches away. Yes, for sure. That'll solve the lighting problem. Should be no trouble at all to find out arms and legs again after that. You watch, even while holding a heavy explosive, it will still tell me I'm defenseless. You better hide in the wardrobe, my dude. Oh shit, there's something hiding in there with you. Oh my god, it's coherent logic. No, don't bring it out with you, put it back. Put it back and hide from the scary monsters, woo. Oh nice, got a little of everything there. Gonna wind up 1,000,000 fucking tinderboxes here because lighting candles is an absolute waste of goddamn time. Unless you're planning on standing right next to the bloody thing for the rest of the game. How about picking up a candle or 2? Will that be such a shitty fucking idea? What you still doing holding that logic, sneak thief? I said put it back in the wardrobe! Put it back, never think about it again, you insolent fuck! Yes, frictional games. Sorry, frictional games. Alright, here's secondary. Let's try and pop this drill together. Christ's sake, how many parts are there? What is it? Playmobil drill? Ages 4 and up, 15,000 pieces. Yeah, I definitely won't get lumber with that Christmas Day, will I, you fucking sadists? There we go. Let me tell you something else. They do it to torture you on purpose. I had to build a little computer as part of the scenery and the keyboard had 3 pieces. The keyboard! It wasn't even an inch long. You can give me a 1-piece keyboard, can't you? You can rein your sick jollies in for 10 fucking minutes and give me 1 complete 2.5 centimeter strip of plastic. No. No more. This is a moment for celebration. We're making a bomb! That means we get to blow someone up. Why ruin that by thinking about Playmobil? Abracadabra? Yes! There's the unstable fiery glow we're after. Alright gang, who should we wipe from the face of the earth with this son of a bitch? Look Huxley, I have invented a new beverage. I call it Go Away While on Fire.
Please, let me go. I won't tell anyone, I swear. I just want to go home. No! Get away from me! Leave me alone!
Oh, we don't... We gotta waste it on rocks, really? Don't stand too close to the blast when the explosive goes off. Yeah, thanks, Grandma. I know how bombs work. I think. It's not doing much bombing. Maybe we should, Here we go. Give it a helping hand here. Hup! That was fucking pathetic, Daniel, you parasol using man girl. Pick it. Ooh, fucking hell, there it goes. 4 out of 10. Would not explode again. Oops, I did it again. I tainted your tea with GHB. Oh, Huxley, Huxley, oops, you've fallen asleep. Oh, Huxley, I was just writing a new opera about not being a closeted homosexual.
Why are you doing this? Get away from me!
Please, Governor, don't rip me common a torso open and nick me bits what makes me scared of things. I need them to stop me from kicking tigers up the arse and jumping out in front of buses.
Oh yeah, I was telling you about that scary fucking dog, wasn't I? What was that, like an hour ago? Anyway, me and a friends in a churchyard, high as a kite, hear a growl, turn around, devil dog! Not even joking you, this fucking thing looked like it was about 6 feet tall on 4 legs, built like it was bred for demolishing buildings by leaning against them, and it was just... Until that point in my life, I'd never literally felt my balls rising back into my body. I never actually experienced anything that would make me physically regress back beyond the point of puberty, but here it was. Soul-thirsty drool dangling from its mouth, eyes as red as the blood it would soon tear from our bodies, and I'm not making this up, I swear to you, this was one of the most terrifying experiences in my fucking life. I was frozen there, you know, whether it was the weed or the fear or both, right up until his owner came out the shadows behind him, and just like that, it went all gooey-eyed and puppy-like and trotted off into the night. And I turned to my friend going, what the fuck? Because she's gone. She's long fucking gone, man, and I'm like, was she ever there? What's happening, goddammit? Swiveling my head around and shit. But then I see, about 5 rows of gravestones down, a head pop out from behind a giant stone cross, which just about gave me a second fucking heart attack. Like, oh, awesome. First hellhounds and now fucking zombies. Best night ever. But no, she'd suddenly decided she was a born-again Christian, and this giant stone cross was gonna save her from the devil in dog form. In case of a missing rod, if a full set of 3 rods is unavailable, there is 1 rod in the inner study rooms which might work in case the elevator breaks down again. Unless it is absolutely necessary, always use the spare rods in the storage before using a mended one. Well, we already got that one, didn't we? So, these 2 little darlings make 3. That is a full set of elevator rods, thank you kindly. And just as soon as whatever the fuck that is stops bellowing and raging for a Daniel-sized snack, I will be off to take care of the vertical part of my journey. Hopefully not too fast, though. We all know what lifts are like in horror games, don't we? Bing! 3rd floor, please. Oh, could have sworn I said 3rd floor and not snap the cables and throw me into a corpse-ridden death basement. My mistake, I guess. Keep your distance, Danny boy. Keep your... You seem to go madder, faster here if you look directly into its arse crack. Gaze not into the abyss, Daniel. For the abyss also gazes into you. I'm going crazy myself here. Crazy jealous. What an ass. My god, what a behind. You can strut your stuff for a while out there, I think. Great booty, lethal temperament. It's the Naomi Campbell of monsters. I'll just loot while I'm waiting. Give you a good head start, like. Thank you. Let's see where old thong cakes is at. Hello? Beautiful backsided boogeyman. Are you... I can't hear him. He's wandered off to yoga class. What, you think that ass just turns itself up?
You think he's just blessed? You kids. I'm gonna keep the light off here just to be sure though. I apologize if YouTube compression is essentially making this pitch black for you, but I'd rather not be eaten. Alright, happy days. That is a pain in the dick, I know, but there's not much of a way around it here in a game where your main light source runs off limited consumables. Oh dear God, what? Oh, it's just a ceiling collapsing. Or a fat prisoner falling over. Oh shit, oh fuck, oh bloody pissing twat shingles, oh, I ran straight into that one, didn't I? What's the land speed on these things? Slow? Really slow and not dangerous at all, but... Think about running here, I think we're good, just shut... Excuse me, ghastly sir, I just... Fuck. Darkness can act as cover. I know that, but I've got subscribers to entertain with a video they can actually bloody see, you pitch black fucking panic simulator.